Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Building Championship Mindsets, the podcast. This is your host, Dr. Amber Selking, where we are in season 16, entitled Winning the Mental Game for Kids. Kids, this whole season is dedicated to you because I firmly believe that if you can learn how to win your mental game, you can show up with more courage, more confidence to make right choices, because there are so many things coming at you, whether they're tempting you to make terrible choices for your life, for your friends, or even just distracting you from the greatness that is inside of you. If you can learn to win your mental game, man, I believe the choices you make today will transform your future by transforming and renewing your mind. So we've been on an incredible journey together, looking at how our brain works, how it impacts how we show up. And today we're going to be looking at play number 6 in our mental playbook called Emotional Mastery. It's exactly what it sounds like. This is about mastering your emotions, and specifically as it relates to high pressure environments. And when I say high pressure, I mean pressure moments, right? In a game, at school during an exam, in a particular moment of time where you know it's high stakes. Maybe it's on the weekend when you have to make a choice in front of friends. Maybe a lot of people are watching you. What is he or she going to do? Guess what happens in those moments? We've all been there. Our heart rate starts going up a little bit. We get a little bit of butterflies in our stomach. Maybe we start sweating a little bit. Sometimes our mind starts racing. All of that, a lot of times for people, makes them think, uh-oh, something's wrong. I better start freaking out right now. But what I want you to know is in pressure moments, when your heart starts pumping and the butterflies start going, that is just your body getting yourself prepared for the moment in front of you. That's something natural in our body called the fight, flight, or freeze response. It's a trigger in your brain that is there to protect you, to help prepare you to handle that moment at a heightened level of intensity. However, when we don't understand what's happening and we don't learn how to master our emotions in that moment, our emotions run away with us. And now all of a sudden, the high pressure moment dominates us instead of us dominating that moment. So again, what I want you to understand as you think about pressure moments and how your body is responding, instead of allowing yourself to think, oh no, this is bad, I'm not ready for this moment, I'm not prepared for this moment, I want you to change the way you're thinking, because who controls your thoughts? You do. I want you to think instead, wow, my heart's pumping because it's getting more blood to my body. All those butterflies are just my stomach and my hormones starting to get aligned. Take a deep breath in through my nose, down in through our belly, out through our mouth, right? We learned about that when we were talking about our optimal zone and how breathing can actually slow our heart rate down. And as we do that, it gives our brain a chance to think, we don't need to freak out in this moment. We don't need to run. We don't need to fight anybody. We need to take a breath. We need to lean on our strengths. Remember, in play number 1, we talked about awareness. What are your strengths in this moment? I'm a good problem solver. This exam, I might not know the answer to the first question, but let me get to the second question. All right, I'm going to come back to number 1 because I don't know the answer now, but I'm a problem solver, right? As you breathe, your brain can start to speak differently, can start to see different choice options. And now all of a sudden we can start to master those emotions that are welling up so that we can win the moment, and the moment doesn't win us. So, championship mindset training for this week. How are we supposed to train our emotions? This week, I want you to focus on controlling the controllables. Here's what happens a lot of times. When we get into pressure moments, we start thinking about and worrying about a lot of stuff. And a lot of stuff we can't control. Like I talk with my athletes, I say, listen, can you control the weather? Can you control the refs? Can you control the opponent? Can you control your coach? And the answer is no. But when we start thinking about all those things we can't control and all of the emotions that we're already feeling, now all of a sudden that anxiety, that stress, that fear starts to build up, and that fight, flight, or freeze response takes over our body, and we're not able to deliver our best in the moment. So when we control the controllables, all of a sudden we start to have a sense of poise, a sense of power, and we give ourselves the opportunity to make great choices and deliver our best in the moment when it matters most. So think about, what are some of the things that are always in your control? Well, your attitude, your concentration, your effort, your thoughts, your breathing, your body language, all of the things that we've talked about already, right? You're starting to see how this is coming together, how you can use these mental skills and these mental tools and these mental strategies to win your mental game and deliver your best in the moment. And they're all things in your control. Not your parents, not your coaches, not your friends, not your teachers, not anybody else. Not the person that's beside you that's about to make a bad decision. It's your control. And when you focus on your attitude, your concentration, your effort, your breathing, your self-talk, your body language, now all of a sudden you are controlling the controllables. And control for humans, again, gives us a sense of poise and gives us courage and confidence to make the right next choice in the moment in front of us, and indeed win that high pressure moment that's in front of you. So win your moments this week and win them by controlling the controllables. Check out our website if you'd like some additional information. We're at www.selkingperformance.com, and there you can find our social media handles, which are @ChampMindsets, additional tools and resources, our performance team, and even our book, Winning the Mental Game, the Playbook for Building Championship Mindsets. Shoot me an email directly if you would be interested in talking about a keynote for your organization, or maybe some one-on-one performance coaches, or even want to share a story about something you've learned or how this podcast has impacted you or someone in your world's life. And you can do that at Dr. Selking at selkingperformance.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. You've been listening to Building Championship Mindsets, the podcast. This is your host, Dr. Amber Selking, and from the locker room to the boardroom, I just want to challenge you to continue building your championship mindset.